Supergirl is the latest film in the DCU. Based on the 2021 comic Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, it follows Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, as she goes on an interstellar journey with an unlikely companion on a quest for vengeance and justice. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm Josh, and this will be a spoiler-free review. Now, with that out of the way, let's start the rundown. The technical side is good for the most part. The cinematography is pretty good and definitely helps to highlight the more gritty nature of this film, especially compared to the bright and hopeful look of Superman last year, and definitely helps to set it apart from it as well. The music as well is good, with its classic orchestral score mixed with a pop-punk soundtrack. Also helps to make this film unique from Superman and definitely helps to make it a lot more enjoyable as well. The action scenes are also quite good, with the more fast-paced action really showing her raw power in the fight scenes and just making it all the more enjoyable. However, the film's colour is quite flat, especially compared to the comic it's based on, and does make it less visually unique to other comic book films. The CGI is also quite off at times and is definitely quite noticeable in these instances, which can take you out of the film a bit. The writing is okay for the most part. The character work is pretty good, especially on Kara herself, who strikes a great balance between a rebellious and traumatized individual, and really helps you to connect with her quite well, especially after the film explores her backstory on Krypton and Argo City. The dialogue is also quite sharp and witty and helps to contrast the gritty nature of the film, and just makes the film quite fun in some parts. The film does differ quite a bit from the source material, however one of the best parts of this differentiation is the inclusion of Lobo, whose chaotic and wild energy makes for a fun introduction to the character in this universe, and I can't wait to see more of him. However, the writing isn't without its flaws. The film only goes quite surface level with its exploration of revenge, grief and trauma, especially compared to the comic, which can make it quite shallow in comparison. The film's villain, Krem of the Yellow Hills, just like the comic, is quite bland and is quite a forgettable and one-note villain, who really only serves to drive the plot and themes forward. Hey there, quick pause. If you're enjoying the video and want to see more, if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thank you, and now let's get back to the video. The acting is quite good and definitely helps to make the film an enjoyable watch. Milly Alcock is perfect as Supergirl, with her portrayal of her as a more gritty and messy heroine, really helping to make the more emotional moments of the character even better. Eve Ridley is good as Ruthie, with her performance really helping to anchor the more character-driven moments in the film. Jason Momoa as Lobo is an absolute scene stealer, with his wildly chaotic energy making for such a fun addition to the film, and just helps to make the film all the more entertaining. Other cast members such as Matthias Schoenaerts as Krem and David Krumholtz as Zor-El, Kara's father, are also good and definitely help to flesh out the world of the film. Now for the rating. Supergirl is an okay film with some good cinematography, music and action scenes that make it a visually unique film for the DCU. The writing is also okay, with some good character work and dialogue, which is enhanced by the great acting from the cast that make it an enjoyable watch. However, the flat color palette, off CGI, bland villain, and surface level exploration of its themes make for a somewhat forgettable film that's just perfectly fine. This leads me to give Supergirl a rating of 3 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and share. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload from the channel. And as always, I'll see you on the next rundown.